What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dark Days. My name is Juan, also known as Lost Knight. And the big reveal is Twinkling Titanite and the Craftsman's Hammer. And we did light the brazier to get old McDuff to move out of that spot. So pretty cool little hint that he's sitting in that dark room when we first find him. And he's swinging away at the dark that's surrounding him. But once you light the fire by the anvil, he moves to the anvil. So it's almost like he was trying to keep the darkness away from him. But today, just taking a minute to appreciate this view and how sick we look. Damn. Alright, today we are heading into the No Man's Wharf, which is a pretty cool area. It's definitely a combat heavy area that will require a lot of patience, so we are going to take our time going through it. And yeah, it's a pretty fun area too. A couple of torch mechanics that will come in handy. Now you have to think of why No Man's Wharf was related to the Lost Bastille and under Hyde's Tower Flame, right? It's like, what was the significance? What were they doing in Hyde that they were, sending people through No Man's Wharf, which is riddled with pirates. It's almost like a pirate cove. Old Knight halbert, also a really good halberd, but terrible durability. But yeah, it's like a pirate cove, but they send people to the Lost Bastille, which is interesting. The boss of this area is going to be an enemy we'll see again later. See that other Royal Knight over there, the Sylvan. I think this is the way down. Yeah, it's the elevator. So let's go pay this dude a visit real quick. But it's kind of interesting, and actually, the Lost Bastille, I've heard some theories that it's supposed to be the undead asylum or one of the undead asylums from the first game. So that's pretty cool. Totally botched that area right there. And enemy ahead. Nope. Sublime bone dust. That's gonna be an important item. It's what will increase the power of the Estus flask. It does not grant you an extra Estus. It simply just increases its potency. And yeah, let's go to No Man's Wharf. Keep it going. See the water flooding in. Come on, man. This is gonna ruin the carpet. You're gonna get mold all over the floor. A basilisk over there. That fragrant branch of yours statue, which is an item we'll get to later, but that petrified statue, not really worth it in my opinion. The only thing that's back there, it's the knight set, like the normal knight set, which is a good set, but we're already rocking the elite knight gear, so no point in us wasting a branch to get it. Maybe later, if we find we don't need and we have a spare one, then we'll definitely get it. All right, so No Man's Wharf, definitely gonna be using this torch right here. Now the enemies in this area they're pretty susceptible to our current build. The fact we're using the stone ring will actually heavily hoist break them. So you can see each hit is pretty much a stun. And wow, I thought I killed him. And we also have some torch mechanics going on, so you can tell this area is pretty dark as it is. Now the downside of having the torch is that the enemy's aggro range is also susceptible to it. So a little pirate design. So yeah, with the torch lit, the enemies will see you from much farther away. And we got some more hollow infantry soldiers. You gotta wonder what they're doing here, because they're just right at the start. These guys, I don't think they show up again later. And we got that one dude over there that was checking arrows at us. Oh, hello there. So don't be fooled, these guys are pretty tough, and at our current health they can easily combo us to death. Their hits do stun us. I think it's just because our armor is a little heavy that we have some poise, but they could very easily make us regret it. So we're gonna keep that in mind as we progress. With this little item over here, you can see trudging water actually slows you down. And if we were to roll, we would extinguish the torch, so we're not going to do that. We see the guy right here hanging on. Little ambush that we walked right into. You can see the other guys coming up. But right now we have the environment to our advantage, meaning that it's a pretty narrow pathway. We can kind of bottleneck them. And thrusting attacks are ideal for this kind of space. Heavy swinging attacks would also move you. They would move the player character, so you might fall off and die, you know? Alright, we're gonna light this brazier, which will trigger the ambush. Now those two guys that we killed earlier were hiding in this room. We got some dark resin, and then we gotta get rid of these two guys. So I guess I was wrong. We do have more hollow pulled out the binoculars. Let me see you better. Yeah, we do have some more hollow infantry. Let's see. Let's get this guy down here. You're cool. That was pretty efficient. Come on, man. Hop down. There we go. Yeah, just plowing through here. And get some iron arrows. I don't think there's anything in that room. Any secrets or anything like that. Alright, let's keep it going. So, a lot of ways. We have a path right ahead of us where the stairs are. We have this little path to the right. But we're actually going to take this little building here. And the light is actually from Software's way of guiding you. Wherever the light is probably where the path you should take is. So we see that there's a little bit of light in this building. And look who we find here.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The long, a wretched place indeed. What could have caused such degradation? Ah, yes. I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course,
Thank you.
Our land, there is only my fat with two. Life was hot. I had swift, and then I. Have you heard of an undead gradually loses his humanity?
So now she's talking about the undead curse and what
see
happens when you
an
hollow
only
out.
house.
And we see her remove her
They
mask,
are.
and part of her face is hollowed. It's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see it better from this
I'm
angle.
sorry. I
You see
suppose
that her left eye is
I'm sorry. I
hollowing
suppose.
out. So we see Lucatiel's burden. She is seeking a way to cure her hollowing. And maybe there is more to her story. We'll see. Little ambush right here with the dogs. But no match for us. Now, had we walked up the path... Oh, that's not the brazier. Had we walked up the path, we would have had to encounter them all at once. So it was kind of nice that we went where Lucatiel was. So yeah, it's a good hint. From Software does this a lot. They put little light sources where the path is supposed to go. Now here, there is a point to going from where we were at the staircase before Lucatiel to going right. We can see there's this whole other area over there. Hello? Try to jump scare me again? I remember. But yeah, so we're gonna go check that area first. But the way to progress is actually the way we're going right now. So this little area down here, it's more optional. A couple goodies and a cool little secret for anyone struggling with No Man's Wharf, which is a word apparently. Oh shit, dude, where did you should apply to be like a horror movie villain, the way you sneak up on people. Yeah, one poke, it was over. Alright. And we got to the dogs. Oh, lock on again. Jeez. Now you can see they're firing flame arrows, and these little buckets like that one on the left, they're full of oil. So as you're fighting the dogs, if you were to break them and coat yourself in oil, the fire arrow would deal an insane amount of damage. We saw the Pharaoh's Lockstone earlier. We'll come back to that, but we're just gonna clear out the enemies first. That counter damage. Alright. And let's go up here. I think we cleared out. Oh, no, we're still missing one guy. Okay. Oh, what did you drop? Darian shield. And this is where that guy was that we were sniping earlier. And then the shortcut that's down there, but we'll come back to that. So the estoc, the durability on our poor estoc is it's almost out, but just want to show some stuff right here. You hear that screeching, and we'll deal with them in a minute. But this Pharaoh's Lockstone, if we were to use it, it would light up that top area, and it would corral the enemies that are there, who are very weak to light. They actually do not like light that much, so we don't really have anything to one hand. So we're just gonna use some repair powder and keep it moving. So you see these guys back off. However, if you corner them, they'll actually enter this like rage state. So you don't really want to corner them, you want to let them just run away. Because once they enter that state, they get some freaky looking monsters. But yeah, they actually start resisting the light a lot more. So, and you want to be careful with them. One-on-one, they're pretty easy, but two or more, they're very tough, and they actually cause bleeding damage. So. Oh, hello. I mean, you could have just walked through the door, man. Now we gotta call it. See, so that's the little rage mode right there, and once they do that, they pretty much become very aggressive. So I think we can get the RNG to, oh no. And you see one hit did half the bleed meter, so yeah, if we get hit one more time, I think we're cooked, but we'll be alright. We're the Lost Knight, man. You don't know the places I've been to. Got a longsword, alright. Alright, that's another one down. And there's a guy up there, so we went in here, he dropped down behind us, I think. Unless this is the guy that dropped down already. I think that might, oh, no, there he is. Yeah, do your little rage bit. Ooh, that bleeding. It's okay. The sound effect of bleeding. It's so visceral. Alright, and 2 chests, no Galvan, or Gavlan? I forget how to say his name. Alright, so this guy got the great sword, and this one, this is a trap, so I'm not too sure if there's a tell for those. I know for the mimics, I still can't remember what it is for the mimics, but there is a way to tell. But for the traps, it's you pretty much have to react. So they do give you time to react though. But that's No Man's Wharf, pretty much. We cleared it out. Now the next thing we want to do is get that shortcut open. And we've lit up the entire area, so it's a lot easier to navigate through this thing, which will make life a lot easier for us later. And here is what we've been seeking. So this will beckon the ship right there. You can see the flames lighting up, and it's going to pull into the harbor. Pirates are so cool, man. They should have more pirate themed things in these games. Oh, all right. A little bit of co-op, I guess. We'll pick that up with the next episode, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.